Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make homemade Hot Pockets. My mom actually used to make these when I was a little kid, and I loved to take them to school in my lunchbox. It was a great option, quick, easy, and totally delicious. Now I make them for my own kids, and today I'm going to show you how to make them. It starts with 2 cups of warm milk, and you want it just warm to the touch like a baby's bath water. I'm going to pour that into the bowl of a stand mixer, along with 2 tablespoons of instant yeast, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 egg, and then 1/3 cup of softened butter. Last, I'm going to add in 5 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, when it comes to dough making, the amount of flour that you add always varies just a little bit and depends on things like the weather and humidity and how accurately you measured your liquids and a lot of different factors. So start by adding in about 4.5 cups and then add in another 1/2 cup at a time until the dough reaches your desired texture. Once you have all your flour in, have some on the side there, we can start this mixing. You're looking for the dough to pull away from the sides of the bowl and almost clean the whole bowl. And that'll be really easy to see with our glass bowl. See how the sides of the bowl are getting cleaned by the dough? That's how we know it's done. Then I'm going to turn off the mixer and I'm going to transfer my dough to a lightly greased mixing bowl. Then I'm going to cover it with a towel and let it rise until it's double in size, which will take about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the temperature of your house. Once it's doubled in size, go ahead and turn the dough out onto a lightly floured, clean surface. Then I'm going to take a scraper and cut my dough into 4 sections. Then you'll want to roll each section into a large rectangle that's about 1/4 inch thick. And I like it to be about 7 to 8 inches wide. So it helps to understand what we're going for here. The width on it, we're going to put our toppings on 1/2 and then fold it over to create our Hot Pocket. So next we're going to take a butter knife, or you can use the scraper again, and we're going to get the length of our Hot Pockets. So you want to cut it into little even-sized pieces. And then it's time to add on the fillings. Now, just like the frozen food section, the fillings for Hot Pockets are pretty much endless. But of course, my favorite is pizza. So I'm going to start by placing a little bit of marinara right on the dough, and you want to keep everything on just 1/2, so we have just a little spoonful there. Then I'm going to add on some shredded mozzarella and a few pepperonis. Then fold it over. Use a fork to crimp the edges to seal it. Now the trick here is to keep your filling from squishing out of the dough. To do that, you want to keep all of the filling ingredients as far away from the edges as possible so you have room to seal the edge, and that when you fold over the dough, nothing squishes out. Then you'll transfer your Hot Pockets to a silicone or parchment-lined baking tray. I fit about 6 to a tray. Then you're going to bake these at 375 degrees for about 15 minutes until they're just kissed with golden brown. Now you can eat these right away while they're still hot, or you can freeze them for later use, just like a frozen Hot Pocket from the store. You simply microwave them for about a minute while wrapped in a paper towel to reheat them for later enjoyment. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of my channel, where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. See you later.